Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all doing good. So today this is going to be a complete breakdown of one of the most underrated businesses in GTA Online, and that is the Asset Lab. Now a lot of players either gonna ignore this business or don't really understand how strong it actually is. Especially for the solo players, most people talk about heists and other big businesses, but this is one quite makes a lot of businesses if you understand how it properly works. So in this video I'll explain you how to acquire the Asset Lab, how the business functions, the equipment upgrades and all the bonuses that increases the payout firmly. With proper numbers and calculations, let's get started. Now to unlock the Asset Lab, the first thing you need to do is to head over to the R marker on the map located in Blaine County. And this will start the first mission of the first dose mission series by Dax. The first mission acts as an introduction, and once you complete it, the rest of the missions will unlock. After finishing the first mission, a D marker will appear on your map, near the Freak Shop in Los Santos. From here you need to complete the remaining first 5 dose missions, and all of these are started from the Freak Shop only. And once all these missions are completed, your character will steal the Brigade 6x6, which becomes the base vehicle for the Asset Lab business. After that, there is only one final setup mission, a really small one to be honest. You just have to gather some equipments in order to kickstart your Asset Lab business. This lab is a passive business, similar in concept to MC businesses or bunkers. So once supplied, this person named here Matt, he converts the supplies into product automatically over time. Inside the Asset Lab, you'll see a supply bar and a product bar. Now as long as the supplies are available, the production continues in the background, while you are free to do other activities in the game. And there are 2 ways to obtain supplies for the Asset Lab. The first one being is to source supplies manually, and you can do this by interacting with the supply section in the lab, which starts a resupply mission, and these missions involve stealing supplies and delivering them back to the Asset Lab. Now the second option, and the more efficient one to be honest, is to buy supplies directly. You can purchase supply either by speaking to Mutt inside the lab or by calling him directly from your phone. A full supply purchase costs about $60,000, which is cheaper than bunker and MC businesses supplies. Once supplies are purchased, they arrive automatically after a short wait, allowing continuous production without active investment. Now in this section, we're going to talk about the equipment upgrade. So there are 2 categories. First one, the without upgrades, and second one, with upgrades. And in these categories, we are going to distinct the factors of all calculation parts and all. So let's go through them. So the first part being the equipment upgrade. The Asset Lab produces asset base rate. One full set of supplies generates product worth $74,250, and this process takes approximately 1 hour and 52 minutes to complete. To completely fill the Asset Lab empty, you need 3.2 full supply bars, which equals 60 mini supply segments. This means full production takes roughly 6 hours in total. At the end of this cycle, the total product value comes out to be $237,600. If you choose the steel supplies, this results in around $38,610 per hour. However, if you buy supplies at this stage, you spend almost $192,000 to fully stock the business, and after selling, the actual profit left is only $45,600, which works out to be roughly $7,600 per hour. And because of this low profit margin, buying supplies without the equipment upgrade is not efficient and generally not recommended. Now coming to the second part of the equipment upgrade, this completely changes how profitable the Asset Lab is. To unlock this upgrade, you must complete the first 10 fully gun jobs given by Dex. These missions are started by calling Dex and requesting work, and each fully gun job pays about $50,000, and it takes around 5 to 15 minutes and has a 48-minute cooldown. Yes, you heard it right, 48 minutes cooldown. Meaning unlock the upgrade, it takes time, but it's worth of it. Once unlocked, the equipment upgrade costs you around $250,000, bringing the total investment close to $1 million. And with this upgrade installed, the product value increases by just 41%, and the production speed improves by 33.33%. The Asset Lab now fills completely in 4 hours instead of 6 primarily. A full batch of product is now worth $335,200, Instead of needing 3.2 supply bars, you only gonna need 1.6 bars to fill the lab. Now if you decide to buy supplies, this means you spend about $96,000 in total. After selling the full product, the net profit becomes $239,200, earned in about 4 hours, which equals approximately $59,800 per hour. And this places the Acid Lab among the top passive businesses in game. And now that we are talking numbers, let's also talk about the businesses and profit boosts. Now, once per real workday, you can use the production boost inside the Acid Lab, activating the doubles production speed for 30 minutes. During this time, the lab produces the same amount it normally would have in one full hour, but without the upgrades, this boost produces $38,610 worth of product in half an hour. And with the equipment upgrade, it produces $83,800 in the same time. Also, using these boosts daily increases the overall hourly income significantly. And finally, selling in a public session provides a high demand bonus. You receive approximately 2% bonus payout per player in the session. And with a full public lobby, this bonus can push a standard $335 to $200 sale to over $500,000. And I know that public sessions are filled with griefers and flying bikes, and these are really horrifying, but the risk is totally worth it, to be honest. And since the Acid Lab is not an MC business, you can register as a VIP or CEO, allowing you the use of abilities like Ghost Organization to completely save sales in public lobbies without even being visible on the map. Finally, let's discuss the plus points of owning this business. Firstly, the sell missions are completely solo. Yes, you don't need another person with you to deliver, you just need your bike and you. You can get to have a really incredible bike by the name of Manchester Scout C, which is great for off-roading and other activities too. And what makes this special is that you cannot buy this from any site. Yes, you heard it right. It's not available on any site. Closest related bike to this is the Manchester Scout, which is available on Warstock. Plus, you get this tank of a truck, the Brigade 6x6, which when fully customized, it can take up to 48 homing missiles, or the RPG, which is insane, really. Also, when you complete all the first dose and the last dose missions by Dex, you get to keep an electric hypercar by the name of Ocelot Virtue. This electric car isn't the super fastest, but it's one of those super fastest cars in the game. Acceleration of this car is literally skyrocketing. Plus, as it's an electric car, it would take best repulsion from the griefers like literally 12 RPGs and homing missiles. Once you are buffed with the Amani Tech upgrades, it makes one of the most explosive resistance vehicle in the whole game. So that was all for this business, and personally this is one of the most favorite business for me. So yeah, that was all. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.